Bing bong! I'm just gonna start it and surprise you guys.
You got
That's
me.
our new thing. That's our new thing. Start and surprise. Starting.
I'm not
and
recording.
surprising.
Should I go ahead and record?
Go ahead. Go ahead and record.
Alrighty,
I'm
here we
recording.
go.
So there you go.
Recording.
It's connecting.
It's connecting.
It's connecting.
It's connecting. Well, while it's connecting, gentlemen, we're all here together. Happy Octubre, as they say, our neighbors down south say. It's officially spooky season. Mob in the chat. Hello, Mob. Good to see you.
Oh shoot! I always forget he's in the chat.
How can he be in two places at once? He's in the podcast and he's in the chat.
Incredible.
That's shocking. Well, guys, this is the CineBoiz podcast. We're back. All four of us are back for the first time in probably a month. I'm really happy to see you guys. But CineBoiz podcast is part of the Corkbats podcast network. If you are listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, thank you so much. Please rate, review, and subscribe. It goes a long way for us. Be sure to tell some friends too that we podcast. That's how we're essentially a multi-level marketing scheme for podcasts. So we told our friends, now our friends need to tell their friends, and those friends need to tell their friends. That's how we grow. Mm-hmm. So we do appreciate if you are subscribing, rating, and reviewing these days. It's much appreciated. If you are watching on the Corkbats YouTube page, whether that is live today, Saturday, October 2nd, or if it's after today and you're watching it back, thank you so much for doing that. Please consider liking this video and subscribing to the Corkbats YouTube page where you can get all your fun Corkbats YouTube video content. I'm Kenny. I'm one of the co-hosts of the CineBoiz podcast, and I am joined by my three other co-hosts.
We'll say head co-host.
Head co-host.
Head boy.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take it. Head boy. We are joined.
Who's the most subordinate boy? That'd be me, I think.
Ooh, most subordinate. Who wants
subordinate? Subordinate boy.
Boy.
Subordinate. That's cute. Ugh. Well, I'm joined on the East Coast. Back after a long hiatus.
Long hiatus. In his home in Kentucky, soon to be Nashville. My good friend, Mr. Nashville Mob. Hey, Mob.
Hey, I'm here.
Mob, what are you big on this week, my dude?
All right. What am I big on? I am big on the narrative that Ted Lasso is a listener of this here podcast.
Whoa.
I should have put that video in our clips.
So there's no spoilies here for anyone who hasn't watched the newest episode. This isn't gonna spoil anything, but on the latest release of last Friday, when you're listening to this or whatever, there's a scene where Jason Sudeikis, playing Ted Lasso, barges in the boss's room and goes, "Bing bong ding dongs," and who's been saying "bing bong" longer than anyone?
Me, this guy.
It's been Kenny.
This guy, right here.
Mm-hmm. It's been Kenny.
Are we the same person?
No. I mean, I can see how we would get there. Jason Sudeikis, big KC guy. He sees Kenny tweets about the Chiefs. He follows Kenny, sees Kenny does a podcast. He listens to the CineBoiz. All of a sudden, Bing Bong and Ted Lasso.
It's not a crazy. It's not crazy. He probably saw some of my funny tweets on my new personal Twitter account, which I now am up to 17 followers. So.
And for those of you that say they filmed Ted Lasso a long time ago, you don't know how anything works. Yeah, they filmed it last week, and it came out this week. So.
But I see Sudeikis. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Also, just really, really big on the term "bing bong ding dongs."
Bing bong ding dongs.
Yeah, gotta start that up for sure.
Should we give Mr. Sudeikis a code word to at us if he is listening?
Ted/Jason, your code word is
cut Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yes, that's a good one.
I like it.
CEH.
It rolls off the tongue.
That's a long code name.
That's a long code, but cut CEH, cut Clyde. Anyways, enough of that. This isn't a sports podcast. We don't do sports. Well, that's cool, Mob. I'm glad you're back. It's good to see you. We're also joined to my, I guess it's my left. Yeah, to my left. We have our good friend Tom. Tom, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I am so good, man. What are you big on?
Yeah. First, quick announcement. I am not recording. I can't figure it out.
It's okay.
I don't know why it's not working.
We're solid. So, we got double recording right now.
Just hope we don't need
announcement.
Let's hope we don't need a backup file because we're not gonna have it.
We're solid.
Anyway, my big on. Let me explain this a little bit. So every once in a while, I like to turn on Turner Classic Movies just to see what kind of old film is showing. Last night I was thumbing through and I came across this movie called Black Sunday. I don't know if you boys have ever heard of it, but let me tell you, it's a wild ride. Stars Bruce Dern and Robert Shaw. I didn't watch all of it. I just caught the last 45 minutes of it, and it was a wild ride. Basically, I don't know what really happens at the start, but Bruce Dern gets his mind set on crashing the Goodyear blimp into Super Bowl 10. And Robert Shaw is this Israeli secret agent with a wild Scottish accent. I don't understand how that works. But so Robert Shaw's trying to track him down and catch him in the act. And here's the craziest part. They filmed this during the actual Super Bowl 10 between the Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. Like, I was watching it and like they're showing this like stadium scene and like there's 80,000 people there. I'm just like, that looks like they actually got all these people there for this movie. That's wild. So I looked it up and they filmed it during the actual game.
Wow.
Which just reminded me of when Michael Scott films his movie during that high school hockey game. Just a wild scenario.
Yeah.
I was floored. It was crazy.
Yes. Yeah. Very similar.
That is pretty nuts. Well, cool.
Check it out. It was a wild good time.
I think I get TCM on Hulu.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to check, but maybe I will. Well, thank you, Tom. Appreciate you.
Hilarious.
Appreciate you. And then, of course, we're also joined in his home office. Oh, cool mug, man. What are you pointing at, Mob?
Kevin?
No, Kevin's on the other side, bud. He's on the other side. Other side of you.
It's true.
Well, that's what the YouTubes are going to see. They're going to see him on your other side. But we're joined by Kevin in his home office. Hello, Kevin.
Well, hi.
Kevin,
hello.
What are you big on?
Do you guys know that there's a linebacker on Arkansas Razorbacks named Bumper Pool?
Yes, I did know that.
That's what I'm big on. What a name.
Bumper Pool.
That's just, I don't know if I love it or hate it. In fact, I think I might hate that I love it.
Yeah, that's surely not his real first name, though.
I looked on the official Razorbacks website, and it says name Bumper.
Bumper Pool.
Last name Pool.
Nice. Is that better than Smoke Monday?
Now, Smoke Monday is legitimately the best name I've ever heard. I'm pretty sure he's an Auburn Tiger. So,
he is an Auburn
so I
Tiger.
guess I'm big on SEC football names. A couple of them are incredible. Bumper Pool, just like the audacity to name your kid Bumper if their last name is Pool.
Or Kiki Chisholm. I like
that's
name.
That's just cool.
Yeah.
Bumper.
Okay. Well,
hardly know her.
I am into that. I'm gonna name my child. Well, I don't know. I don't have anything good.
I just have cool last names.
Yeah, I don't have a cool last name. It's just Ashton. Stone Cold Steve Ashton.
Nice. I like it.
Maybe. That's a reach, but
Stone would be a cool name for your kid.
Stone Ashton.
Yeah, Hard.
That's pretty badass, actually.
Hard Ashton. I like that one. Well, I'll tell you what I'm big on. Actually, I got two things. I'm going to be a little selfish today.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Kevin.
Easy, Kenny.
Do you have something to ask Kenny?
Yeah, Kenny.
Yeah.
What are you big on?
Oh, okay. So I got two things. First one I'm not big on. First thing I'm not big on is the junk drawer going on like a 20-minute tirade this week about the Chiefs and using terms like they were the Chargers
yeah, because the Titans and Steelers are so good.
I just laughed through the whole thing.
It was pathetic, is what it was.
What's it like punching up?
Yeah.
It's been so long. I don't know.
He also was talking about how like the Chargers really demolished us. We lost by like what? Less than a field goal.
Four turnovers, and it took them all 60 minutes to beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
In an alternate universe, we're 3-0 and at number 1 in everyone's power rankings.
Yeah.
It makes. I mean, does the defense trouble me? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Not great.
Short answer, yes.
Our offense has been incredible, though.
Yes.
Zero problem with the offense.
Line is fumbling.
Except maybe Clyde,
hold on to the ball.
Together, dude. Yeah, maybe don't
hold on to the ball.
And maybe like break a tackle.
Look,
I don't know.
Not a sports podcast, so we're gonna breeze past that one. Just want to put them on notice. We see you. and we're not cool with it, junk drawer. Here's what I'm big on, not sports related, but a great show, great new show. I think it's a limited series though, because I don't think there's any way you bring this one back for a second season based on how it ends, which I will not spoil anything for you. There's a show on Netflix called Midnight Mass, and we watched it last weekend. It is so good.
I've only heard great things about it.
I've seen a lot of memes about it.
It's a double thumbs upper. It's kind of spooky, but it's not what you think it is. Like, you see the trailer for it, and you're like, ooh, demons. And it's, nope, not demons.
Priests?
It involves priests. It involves the Catholic Church. But a very small sect of the Catholic Church.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so good. It's got
Zach is Matthew
Guilford.
Saracen in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Zach Guilford of Friday Night Lights, a.k.a. Matthew Saracen, is in the show.
You could have paid me unlimited money and I wouldn't have known his real name.
Yeah, and then
unlimited.
Hamish Linklater is also in the show, who's an amazing actor, and he plays the priest, and it's so good.
We talk about his name for a minute. Holy cow,
Hamish Linklater. Yeah, it's a good one. He's in some good stuff. You got Big Short, you got Newsroom, a lot of good stuff.
Both are great.
So it's spooky, but it's also like super good. So I highly recommend it if you haven't watched it yet. It's only 7 episodes.
Can we define spooky? Just no reason. I'd like to know for just my own sake.
It's kind of a mystery.
It has nothing to do with what we're doing
later.
There's
kind of some supernatural elements, some monstery elements to it. Yeah, check it out. Like, it's great. Like, you have no reason not to watch it. I'll just say that. It's great.
You say Netflix?
It's on Netflix, yes.
That's good. When is Netflix going to start doing the weekly releases? And will I?
They did it with The Circle.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. Time is a flat circle. We've come all the way back to just weekly releases with things.
Well, I'm okay with this one was all 7 episodes at once, which we watched it all last weekend.
Basically everything outside of Netflix, essentially.
Yeah. It is back. It is kind of weird.
I understand it with HBO because they're like an actual TV network.
Yeah.
But now that Hulu's in on it, and even Amazon Prime sometimes.
The weekly episodes. But hey, when you have them all, then you can watch them whenever. So that's kind of cool, I guess.
That's what I want that.
Yeah.
back.
Okay. Cool. Great. Good. Are we done? Are we fighting? No. Okay. So here's the thing.
I don't think we're fighting.
We don't have a lot to talk about, but what we're going to get into today is our spooky movie draft. You guys excited? Okay, Tom's excited.
I love this time of year.
Ooh. Oh, boo. Spooky. We do have a couple of
anyone else's neighbors get really into the Halloween? I mean, Tom and I have the same neighbors, but really into the Halloween decorations.
You know,
there's a couple of them
like a shocking amount.
I'll say this. In our apartment complex, if you go, so our floor, we're on the 2nd floor. If we go to the 1st floor, right below us, if you walk through that hallway, a lot of fall and Halloween decorations. Our floor, nothing.
I'm not so much talking about fall decorations.
I'm saying it's
straight up. Scare the kids Halloween decorations.
There's one house on my street that has a giant spider web in its front yard.
Yep.
And then there's another house up closer to Green Meadows, for all of our listeners who know where that's at, that between now till Christmas, their front yard will just be chock full of inflatables and all sorts of holiday goodies.
That's cool.
They go all out.
I feel like Austin, it's too hot to be spooky. Like it's October.
That's fair.
It's October 2nd, and it's
Are
still
people
like
wearing
in the 90s.
Flannels and jeans in Austin yet?
Because
there's a certain type of person that forces their way into fall decor even when it's not needed.
We did get the
that would be me.
Yeah, we did get the cold front last week. It was lasted about a day. It dropped into the 80s, and so yes, we started seeing some jackets.
That's what I
wearing jeans.
Ooh, brisk.
Like I don't know if I ever lived in California, I couldn't handle people like, oh, it's 85 degrees. Let me break out the leather jacket and beanie. Like, you shitting me right now?
Yeah. The first year I was here, so I have an office. It's on the 3rd floor of an office building, and it was the first like cold front day in the fall, which is usually sometime in like late September, early October, where it drops into the 80s. and there was a guy wearing like a Patagonia coat outside, getting out of his car, and I was like, "What are you doing, man? It's only like 84 degrees. Like it's like you can wear a t-shirt. Like it's okay."
Soft.
So yeah, it's today's going to be kind of warm. But yeah, that's just Austin for you. It's warm all the way up till pretty much like mid-November, and then it gets kind of chilly. So, but yeah, we only got a couple of headlines to get to today before we get into our spooky movie draft. So, the big one is that we did get a trailer for Stranger Things 4. Yes. Which looks cool. Don't know what it's about, but it looks a little bit different because it looks like they're in a haunted house.
Mm-hmm. Did anyone else see the headline that was Netflix or Stranger Things could get its own, like, build its universe and have a spin-off show potentially starring Millie Bobby Brown? And it was like, Stranger Things,
yeah, because she's the star of the show.
She's the star of the show already.
I don't see any difference there.
Yeah.
Hey, good job, whoever did that.
Yeah,
nice headline.
But yeah, it's coming back. October 2022. I don't know when, but sometime in 2022 we're getting Stranger Things 4. So that's cool. Yeah.
Love me some Steve.
Love Steve. Yep. Steve's the best. Has anybody seen Free Guy yet?
No.
I thought about it.
Because he's great in that.
I bet.
Steve. So check that out, coming soon. And then the other thing we got ourselves a little fight. We got a Hollywood fight.
Yeah. So stupid.
A little Hollywood fight. So apparently Ellen Pompeo came out and basically said that Denzel Washington, this was a shock to me, that he directed an episode of Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, what?
Yeah. I've been told by my Grey's Anatomy source, aka my fiance, that Denzel Washington's wife is a huge Grey's Anatomy's fan, and so that's why he directed an episode of Grey's Anatomy.
How sick would that be? Hey, honey, I'm a huge fan of the show. Well, do you think you could direct an episode?
Yeah, of course.
I'll ask and I'll make it happen.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Right. But apparently, they got in a little tiff, Ellen Pompeo and Denzel Washington on the set, where Ellen Pompeo called Denzel Washington a motherfucker.
I love that in that interview, she's clearly trying to just like, look at me, I'm cool, and it's she did this to herself.
Yeah, she thought she was in the right. It's just like, no, like here's how. Like when I first read that headline, I immediately know who Denzel Washington is. I had to look up who Ellen Pompeo is because I do not have that name recognition there because I don't watch Grey's Anatomy. I don't care about it.
It's one of those things where you have Denzel. And you know Denzel in anything that's Denzel.
Yes.
If you saw Ellen Pompeo anything, you'd be like, oh, that's Meredith Grey.
Yeah.
Like she is her character.
That's
who she is. Because
I wouldn't even say Meredith Grey. I'd be like, hey, look, Grey's Anatomy.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things. It's kind of like, other people who it's like Dwight. You see Dwight.
That's Dwight.
It's like Dwight. That's Dwight. Mm-hmm. And that's who they are. And they've made a career.
What else is Ellen Pompeo?
But don't you yell at Denzel.
She was in Old School.
Yeah, Old School. That's the only other thing I can think of.
Walked right off that set on into Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I will say, well, here's the thing. Denzel Washington directed one episode of the show. She has been on the show for like 37 years. So like maybe she could have seen some sort of character development that he didn't see. I don't know exactly. I didn't read the full article.
Could have respected him a bit.
I think it was like she ad-libbed and he said, hey, don't ad-lib. And she was like, Denzel.
Well, he said, I'm the director. I don't want you to ad-lib. And she said, this is my set.
Well, and it sounded like
she said, this is my set.
Yeah. It wasn't even like, he didn't say don't ad-lib ever. He just said, this scene, stick with what we've written. And she was like, listen, I'll kill you. I'm Ellen.
I'll kill you.
She came at him
I'll kill
hard.
you. I think...
I'll kill you!
I feel like, well, she did end up saying at the end that, like, they smooth things over and they're fine. Like, it's not like a thing that's lasted, a grudge that either of them hold.
Yeah, just as it did happen like 5 years ago.
What's the number of people that in Hollywood that could call Denzel an MFer and just be like, okay, who? I think there's a handful of actors.
I think it's just Samuel L. Jackson, and that's it.
Yeah. Honestly,
I think the relationship between Ellen Pompeo and Denzel Washington is that gif from Mad Men with John Hamm standing there being Denzel saying, I don't think of you at all.
Yeah.
I think that's the relationship. Ellen's probably like, oh yeah, remember that one time? And he's like, I don't.
I don't even
remember. Yeah. That was just a day on
That's
the
such
job.
That's honestly maybe the most devastating return line in all of cinema. I don't think about you at all.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh. How gutting. To have someone seriously say that to you. Oh.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. It was kind of a slow news week. I didn't get a whole lot else. So what do you guys say we go ahead and get into this spooky movie draft? Huh?
I say...
Let's do it.
All right.
I say let's spin the wheel.
Do you got the wheel ready?
Spin that wheel.
Are you ready? Define spooky.
Spooky. Anything spooky. It can be a horror movie. It can be a thriller. Something that spooks you.
Ha! Not cheating. But that's my name. You see it right there.
Kevin. Okay, Kevin goes first.
Could have just penciled that in.
Nah, usually it's Mob, to be honest.
Can't see it.
I don't know about that.
Can't see it.
It says Tom.
Yeah!
I don't. Why can't you see that all of a sudden? All right, next. This is gonna be Mob. You know it is. Mob. Yep. Kenny always picking last. Who would have guessed?
That's okay. At least I'm number
I
one.
actually wish I didn't have the first pick because I don't really know that much about spooky movies. Kenny, would you like to trade me?
No, I don't.
Damn it.
I think I like putting the pressure on you. That's more fun for me.
All right. First pick. I don't like this at all. Is this
Umlaut.
Spooky's just going to be a very loosely related term. My favorite spooky movie is Young Frankenstein, so that's what I'll pick.
Ooh,
okay.
Can we call that spooky?
I don't think we can. I don't think we'll say that's. Yeah, I mean, does somebody want to challenge it?
It's like a
technically
horror comedy.
spooky.
Yeah, why not?
Have it.
Okay.
All right, it's more comedy, but I don't like spooky movies.
Sure.
So there we go.
Fortunate.
I already forgot who's next. Tom, I think.
Tom.
It's me, baby. My first pick. I'm gonna go with the ever classic Halloween.
Nice.
The ever classic Halloween. Okay.
Number 1. Yeah.
78.
78.
I'll put Halloween 78, just to keep track. Okay. So Mob, that means you.
How do I want to go with this one? I'm going to go with The Shining.
The Shining.
Nice. Good one.
Are we snaking, by the way?
No, I think we spin the wheel after every round.
Yeah.
The wheel is the best part of the draft. Let's be clear here. People don't listen to our podcast to listen to what we pick. They listen because they want to see what happens with the wheel. The wheel is the biggest thing that ever happened to the internet, and it happened on our podcast. So please spin the wheel again after I pick. Okay?
Yeah,
we've revolutionized the draft with the wheel.
Yes.
I'd like to thank Spin the Wheel app. Just thank you.
Yeah, shout out. It's official sponsor, Spin the Wheel app. I will say... what was I gonna say? Never mind.
Something about The Shining, probably.
Yeah, no, I won't. But I'm gonna go ahead and make my pick, and I'm gonna take The Exorcist.
Ooh,
too spooky for me.
It's so spooky that it's gonna win me this draft. Damn it!
It's too spooky.
I fully expect to lose this draft.
Oh yeah, me too. I picked a non-spooky movie with the number 1 pick. So
okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Before we get into our next round, I'm going to go ahead and show the picks so far. So round 1, we got Mob with The Shining. I picked The Exorcist. Tom had Halloween 78. And then Kevin had Young Frankenstein. So that being said, I think we should spin the wheel again.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Call me crazy, but let's do it.
Kevin.
Mob, shit. Didn't see that coming. All right, we're snaking. Well, almost. This is Kenny.
Yay,
Kenny,
that's
Kenny,
me.
Kenny, Kenny.
My name is Kenny. Okay, Mob, Kenny.
Looks like me.
Damn it.
Yep. All right. Tommy, you're 4th.
What if... Oh, man. Okay. So, Mob, you get to go first again. Or no.
Again?
Sorry, I'm losing track, but you get to go. What is What is your second pick?
Oh, so it's between actually a couple, which is kind of weird for me to have a couple to pick from because I'm not a spook boy. That's Tom. So I'm going to go with one of my recent favorites, Get Out.
Damn it.
Ooh.
Shit. Damn it.
So good.
Damn it. That's my favorite spooky movie.
That's a
probably.
good spooker.
That's actually spooky.
That's one I was thinking about taking with the first, but I thought someone might swoop in and take The Shining, so I went with The Shining first. I gambled and it worked.
Good call.
That
means
pick.
I'm next, right?
Some would say great pick.
Am I next?
Yeah. Me.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm also gonna take a recent favorite. But I saw this movie probably like a year and a half ago. Really late at night, scared the shit out of me.
Talk about.
But I'm going with Hereditary.
Too scary. Once again, too scary. Too scary. Kenny's draft is too scary.
So I watched that one about 4 or 5 months ago, and I liked it a lot. I thought it was great, but I don't know if I thought it was as scary as I was.
What time of day did you watch it?
Oh, it was like 11 p.m.
Oh,
okay.
Shoot.
I think he just
Tom
had so
just
much
has
more.
a robot.
Tom watched it and just went straight to bed.
Yeah, he probably fell asleep during it.
Tom said, "Oh, this is boring."
It was like, don't get me wrong, it was a great movie. I would watch it again. I'd recommend it. I just think it had so much more of like a slow burn element to it that I feel like I was just kind of ready for a lot of this. I don't know, but definitely a great movie. I think it's a great pick.
Sure. All right. Well, cool. And then
I would say too scary. That's my analysis. Once again.
So Kevin, I think you're next.
Correct.
Yes.
I'm next. I'm gonna go with everyone's favorite Office star, John Krasinski's A Quiet Place.
Oh, A Quiet Place.
That one was great. Just the right amount of scary, not too scary.
Got a lot of tension.
Very tense.
And a good follow-up.
And a great follow-up even.
Great follow-up.
Solid follows up. All right. So Tom, you get to go and round out this second round we have here.
I'm going with Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, okay.
Classic. Can't go wrong.
Okay. I like it.
Good one.
Very spooky. When he eats some of his brain right off his head. Ugh.
Yep.
Okay.
Spooky.
Oh, that's Hannibal.
Yeah.
That's
shoot. I'm
That's where he eats Ray Liotta's brain.
Yeah. That's a inferior movie.
Yeah, how dare you, Kevin?
You're right.
All right, so let's
For some reason that's like one of the spookiest scenes in cinema to me. I don't know why.
It is wild. It is a wild moment.
He also really hates the scene in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom where they eat monkey brains. So
yeah, that was crazy.
It really freaks Kevin out for some reason.
Who among us likes eating brains?
I don't know. I've never tried it. I can't say that I don't like it.
Probably Kenny. Kenny likes things that are too scary.
Okay. That's fair. I think that's fair. All right, so let me do a quick rundown of round 2. All right, so we got Mob. He had Get Out. I had Hereditary. Tom had Silence of the Lambs, and Kevin had A Quiet Place. So what a list of 8 movies.
What a weird draft we're having.
Yeah, this is a good time. All right, here's the thing. Final round. Bring everything you got. Don't let up, and go for the win. Go for the throat. All right, Kevin. Why don't we spin that wheel?
Spun. 'Tis Mob.
Mob with the win.
First pick.
Okay.
I hope Kenny gets last again.
Me too. It's just funnier.
Kenny's gonna get last. It's Tom.
Yes.
Tommy boy.
All right.
I mean, if I know this wheel like I think I know this wheel, it has to be me. It is. It's me. All right, Kenny. Fourth once again.
All right.
Just
gives me time to think because I don't have any other ones so far in the back of my head. Okay. Commence.
Oh, so it's me. So I actually have 2 that I'm picking between here, and I think
you can only pick one.
Familiar story.
I know. So I'm gonna pick the one that I was thinking about with the last round. I'm gonna go with Scream.
On my list.
Same.
Scream.
Love Scream. And you know what? I didn't watch it until we did our little talk through.
That was your first watch?
That was my first watch of it.
Oh man,
I loved it.
Did it change your life?
Absolutely loved it.
It's a great movie.
I can't believe that was your first Scream watch.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Have you seen Scream 2 yet?
Nope.
Also pretty good, honestly.
Oh, really?
I like it. Because it's like, hey, what if we took Scream 1 and just made the same one again? Yeah, pretty much.
Who's next?
Tom?
Oh, it is me. Okay. Ooh, so I was actually going to pick Scream for this one, but
way to go.
Luckily,
I love stealing people's picks.
I think for the final round, I'm going to go with Alien.
Alien. The Ridley Scott vehicle.
I love that movie.
Okay. The funny thing I think about Alien first is I think of Dwight doing Alien in the office when I don't remember what, but he just goes,
yeah.
I crack up.
Alien. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Alien. About. Couldn't tell you what episode. Me? Yeah.
Kevin, right? You're up, buddy.
All right. To round off my very not spooky list, because I don't like spooky, I'm gonna go Dale and Tucker vs. Evil. I love that movie.
I still have never seen that.
Tom,
that's pretty good.
It's got you written all over.
I've almost pulled the trigger on it like 3 times.
It's almost honestly, it's one that's probably better watching with a couple friends. It's enhanced with the laughter,
commentary. Honestly, and I don't know if he's a listener, but we all know him. The best person to watch it with, Zach McSpadden.
He's who I watched it with for the first time.
Correct.
He'd been bugging me to watch it for months. And I was like, dude, this sounds terrible. And finally I gave in and I was like, wow, what a night. What a movie.
Yeah.
Our good friend Joel started watching it for the first time, was having so much fun watching it. He stopped watching it mid movie and texted a bunch of our friends and guys,
get over this
movie. It's so funny. Let's watch it tomorrow. So we watched it twice in 24 hours. He liked it so much.
That's cool.
So
I remember that.
Name of the game for my draft is movies that actually aren't really that spooky.
All right. Well, here's the name of the game for my draft. It's called Win because I have the best last pick.
No, it's too.
It should be the number 1 pick, but I waited because I knew no one would take it. I'm taking 1999's Brendan Fraser Mummy.
Oh
yeah! Oh, that is a pretty good pick.
I'm the winner. That's spooky. I just won this draft with my last pick.
Points for Brendan Fraser.
When was the last time you watched The Mummy? Because I just recently watched it.
It's actually a few weeks ago because I wasn't feeling too hot, so I just went in the bedroom and it was on HBO Max, and I just kind of laid down and watched it. Holds up, so
it's
good.
Funny. I love The Mummy. I just don't think of it as spooky, but it technically is.
Yeah.
No, in 1999, that Mummy was honestly pretty scary.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
movie. Had some jump scares.
Yeah.
Get those little scarabs that dig into your skin. Yeah, that's freaky.
Yeah.
And then you go on the ride at Universal.
Yeah. Oh, I never did that.
Why not?
I've never been to Universal Studios. Sorry.
It's fine.
Okay.
Harry Potter World's great if you're a Harry Potter guy.
I don't hate it. But I would check it out. I really want to go to Universal Studios Japan because they have Super Mario World.
Super Mario World. Yeah.
Oh.
Which eventually will come to the States, but yeah. Right now it's only in Japan. And then I also really want to go to Disney World because of Star Wars and Marvel. I really want to go to the Star Wars theme park at Disneyland.
Me too. I think it looks awesome. Like fun.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. It looks so
too many people.
Fair enough. Okay. So let me just give us the recap here. Ooh. Almost puked. I'm okay. Don't worry. Okay, so here, Mob rounded it, or Mob was Mob had Scream in the 3rd round. I had The Mummy, best pick. Tom had Alien, and then Kevin had Dale and Tucker versus Evil.
I would argue that's the best pick.
Obviously, you haven't seen The Mummy.
I'm gonna get absolutely slaughtered in this draft. Will
I
get
get
a single vote?
I'm at the point where I've accepted that I won't win, so I just go with what's true to my heart.
Hey, Tom, don't say that.
Go with my favorites.
Oh, don't say that, Tom.
How do you win a spooky draft when you don't like spooky movies? It's not easy, and I won't.
Is that like I've always meant to ask you this, Tom, but behind you on the wall, is that other wall? Is that like a Christmassy landscape?
Kind of. It's like a winter landscape puzzle that Laura put together.
Oh, it's a puzzle.
It's a puzzle. That makes so much more sense.
So I don't like putting together puzzles, but she loves them, and she put this one together, and I was just struck by the beauty of it. I said, we have to frame it.
Did you get her to sign it for you? Is it signed by the artist?
I actually really like the idea of framing a puzzle.
I've always wanted to frame puzzles.
We've got another one downstairs.
But apparently it's not real art.
That's dumb.
One of my favorite, hey, Mob, you might know this. What's my favorite puzzle-related line in any TV show?
Oh my gosh, I know this. About to do some puzzling.
You're on the right track. It's very close to that.
What do you think it looks like?
What's it gonna look like?
What do you think it's gonna look like? Winston!
Japanese garden!
Pictures on the box!
It's a Japanese garden.
And then he just slowly.
It's a Japanese garden. It's on the box.
Ends up in his underwear somehow every time.
Well, he ends up with his hoodie as his underwear.
Yeah, his pants.
His legs through the armholes.
Winston, top 5 movie or TV character ever, maybe.
For sure.
That's a draft we should do. Top 5 movie characters.
Ooh.
Maybe next
or
week.
TV characters?
TV characters, sorry.
do
TV
that.
characters.
Okay.
There'll be some fiercely... we're going to want some of the same ones, for sure.
We'll put that in the back burner and for sure use that at some point.
Next time
that's an awesome idea.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, Kevin, for your awesome idea. Well, that wraps up our spooky movie draft. I'll try to post everything onto Twitter and Instagram this week, and we can vote. So prepare to vote. Do your civic duty and vote. That being said, Tom, what do you got for us this week, my dude?
I almost forgot. Yeah. Let's see, what are we doing first? Trivia or anniversaries?
Well, if you got trivia, we're going to do trivia.
Oh, I've got both.
Then let's do
Trivia's
that.
always first.
Alrighty.
You end with the Annies.
I always forget. Sometimes I feel like we like to switch it up, but maybe that's just me.
No.
I don't think we've ever switched it up in our life.
Okay.
I'm not an agent of change.
Anyway, so next week, the last Daniel Craig Bond comes out. We're all excited. I'm
getting
excited.
good reviews, by the way, so I'm excited.
Getting great reviews, so I'm super stoked.
Yeah.
So I thought this week we should do a little James Bond trivia.
Yeah.
Start with an easy one.
Sure.
I don't know anything about James Bond.
I'm gonna win.
You're going to know this first one.
Try me.
Daniel Craig.
The James Bond movies are based on a series of novels by what British author?
I don't know that.
Oh, okay. Well, here's some options.
I know
Sorry,
it.
Finch.
The sneeze.
Peter Finch,
No.
Peter James,
No.
Ian Gold,
That could be
Ian
it.
Fleming.
Ian
Fleming.
Fleming. I knew that,
Fleming.
actually. You're right.
The correct answer is Ian Fleming, baby.
I would have known, multiple choice trivia, much easier than
Yes. It does help.
cold
Okay.
turkey.
Next question.
Okay.
What was the first James Bond movie? Was it Casino Royale, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, For Your Eyes Only, or Dr. No?
So this is kind of a hard question. It's kind of a trick question.
It's a bit of a trick question.
Because it is technically Casino Royale, right? But the first like serial Bond movie was Dr. No. Right?
Dr. No is my
So
guess.
are we talking in like timeline of James
No.
Bond?
There was a Casino Royale
you're right.
movie in the before the Sean Connery Bond movies. It was like Peter Sellers in it or something
It was like
that.
a comedy.
Yeah, it was like a comedy.
Oh, yeah.
But that's technically the first Bond movie. Am I right?
What do you guys
Ellis
say?
Tom.
No, he's right.
The answer is Dr. No.
Oh,
So they're not counting.
No,
They're not counting it. I think mostly because it doesn't fit in like that standard.
But
Bond.
I did say,
Yeah.
I did say that
Yes.
Dr. No is technically the first.
Yes.
Have you seen all the Bonds, Kenny?
I don't
All the
think so.
films?
I don't
I've
think
seen
I have
a
either.
lot of them. I've seen most of them, but I don't.
I've
think
just seen
all
Die
of them.
Another Day 500 times.
Ooh,
Ugh.
the best one.
Unfortunate.
The best one.
Question number 3. What kind of car does James Bond drive in Moonraker? Aston Martin, none, BMW, or Cadillac?
I'll go Aston Martin. Don't know why.
Aston Martin is probably the safe choice because I feel like he's always.
I know he has driven one before.
none.
Has he ever driven a Cadillac?
Doesn't he go
Moonraker.
doesn't he go to space in
So
Moonraker?
yeah, none might be the right answer.
Moonraker is space.
Let's say none.
Moonraker is
I like
space.
where Mob's head at.
The answer, of course, is none. You guys
Yeah,
nailed it.
nice.
All right. Okay.
Does he really drive a Cadillac in a movie? That seems
I don't
crazy.
think so.
I thought it was Aston Martin.
He
Surely
He
drives
primarily
Aston
drives
Martin.
Aston Martin.
He definitely
I
drove
think
a BMW in
Tomorrow
The
Never
World
Dies,
Is Not Enough.
And The World Is Not Enough, yeah.
Gross.
But primarily, I think it's the Aston Martin. Let's do a couple more here. We got a lot of questions. Okay, this is a good one. What James Bond film features Christopher Walken as billionaire industrialist Max Zorin? Octopussy, A View to a Kill, License to Kill, For Your Eyes Only.
Don't know.
I'm gonna say For Your Eyes Only.
I'll say License to Kill. I don't know. I haven't seen.
It's not
Any
that
of
one,
those.
dummy.
I don't know. Haven't seen it. Wouldn't know.
That's not it, dummy.
I'm gonna go with Ken.
That seems like cheating.
It is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm a cheater because if you ain't cheating, you're not trying.
The answer
I'm not looking
is
up the answer.
A View to a Kill.
Oh shit! We got it wrong, Mob.
Dang it!
I blame
Plays
Mob
a
for that one.
madman who looks to gain a monopoly on the microchip market by destroying California's Silicon Valley.
Oh,
Dude, that'd actually be pretty sick if someone tried to do that this time, like right now.
they should remake that one
Yeah, that'd be very
I think it'd be
relevant.
a good one to remake.
with the new.
What year
Bond.
was that? What year was that?
85.
I put a lot of money down years
Ahead of its
ago that
time.
Richard Madden would be the next Bond. So if Richard Madden is the next Bond, I'm gonna be a rich man. Just
I
saying.
don't
Here's-
think you're going to be correct.
Crazy idea. But what if
Tom Holland.
Brendan Fraser's the next Bond?
Ooh, I think he's too old.
The everyman.
Just think
big.
about it. Just think about it.
And too American. Or
What are the
is he
options? I
Canadian?
saw Idris Elba, Fassbender.
No, those guys are
There's
too
another.
famous. You're
don't
not.
know.
I don't think you can get somebody that famous to be Bond. You got to get somebody who's semi-famous. Or
Richard
not
Madden seems a
famous
little
at all.
young.
Taylor Kitsch.
Taylor Kitsch. What a terrible choice. You're fired from CineBoiz.
I like it.
him and anything else, but not as Bond. Have you seen the Waco miniseries with him
Yeah.
as David Koresh? He's
Not yet.
fantastic.
He's
in
great.
that
It's
show,
awesome.
but not as Bond. No,
I would love to
I
see him
won't allow
try
it.
and do a British accent.
It'd probably
That'd
just be a Texas
incredible.
accent.
That's the best part about Friday Night Lights is he's trying to be Texas, but his Canadian accent is so thick that it comes out sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's a mix. Like you can't get rid of it.
Is he more known for Friday Night Lights or John Carter?
I was gonna say Pacific
What?
Rim.
True Detective season 2.
Remember when Disney was like, "Yeah, we're all in
That
on
season
John
sucks
Carter.
So hard.
We're all in
Yeah.
on John
And that
Carter,"
movie
and then they lost all their
sucked.
money. So like, well, we need to buy Star Wars
To
and
me,
Marvel now because
John
Yep.
Carter and Jupiter Ascending are the same movie, and I don't know why.
you can't tell them any different.
They both
Okay.
look bad.
All right, let's do
One more?
one more.
Alrighty. What is Q's first name? Quentin,
Ooh.
Cuthbert, Algernon, or Horatio?
I'm gonna say Algernon. I don't know.
I'm gonna say Cuthbert. Sounds
Those were the
British
two I
as
was thinking.
frick.
I like Cuthbert. The
I'm gonna
answer,
go Cuthbert.
the answer is Algernon.
Eat it. Yeah, I'm the best.
Good name.
John Cleese.
Sad book.
John Cleese. Well, Ben Wishaw, I guess I'll declare myself the winner. But thanks for the trivia,
Algernon.
Pleasure.
Tomas.
I felt great about it.
How about this? How about we do some movie anniversaries now?
How about we?
All right.
We got a good lineup today. I feel good about this one.
Okay.
Happy 5-year anniversary to 20th Century Women.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it here first. Good movie. Highly recommend it.
I was looking at it last night. And
Which one is that again?
I didn't see it when it came out, but I remember the trailers, and I feel like this is one of those that feels
Is that
like
the
it
one
just
about
came out.
the women at NASA?
No.
No,
Making things up. I don't know what it is. Can't place it.
It's got Annette Bening and
guess I could look it up.
Elle Fanning and Greta Gerwig and
That
Billy
sounds like the
Crudup.
kind of. Is it a period piece?
yeah,
I think
Yes.
it takes place in the
I don't
70s.
watch.
70s.
I don't really watch. Oh, it's not as old. Okay, I've seen the movie.
It's
poster.
5 years old.
It's a
I've seen
good
the
movie.
poster.
It's a great movie. I watched it a few years ago.
I
absolutely
know
loved it.
it's 5 years old. I'm talking about what it's about.
It's about
I
20th
recommend
Century
it.
Women.
If you have an hour or two to kill, go watch it. It's a great movie.
It's too serious.
Next.
Happy 10-year anniversary to the Ides of March.
Oh wow, I've seen that movie too.
Bad movie.
Great movie. What? Bad movie?
Ooh.
No, it's. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I thought it was a
I
great
I'm
don't
on board
like
with
it.
that.
I thought it was bad. I was really
Why?
excited.
So when the
Debate.
whole movie just leads up to saying don't
Thank
sleep
you.
with the intern,
Thank you.
I don't
Thank
need
you.
to spend
Thank
2
you.
hours
Thank
to
you.
realize
Thank
that a
you.
political person shouldn't sleep with his intern.
Waste of time.
Okay, well, I disagree. I thought it was a wonderful movie. So, but I like
Also,
political
spoiler
dramas.
alert.
Cool movie poster though, with the old half
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, anyway,
the old Clooney-Gosling connection.
I feel a little sour now.
Okay. Tom has
Clooney
soured him. You guys have soured Tom. I hope
Here's
you're
the take
happy.
on Clooney is he doesn't really make good movies.
He hasn't in a while. Have you seen the space one he did?
Midnight. It was not good.
Yeah, wasn't that
Midnight
good?
something.
Midnight Sky.
Midnight Sky, not great.
Which made me want to play a video game.
The new one that's
cool.
Yeah. Next.
Happy 25-year anniversary to D3 The Mighty Ducks.
Oh yeah.
Also, bad movie.
Oh. Who's gonna challenge him on
I
it?
thought you would appreciate some nostalgia.
No, I love the Ducks franchise, but it's the worst Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
All right, well,
how are you going to do it Mighty Ducks without Gordon Bombay?
Come on.
Was he not in that movie?
No,
He's
it was
barely in it.
It was like a whole different cast.
Oh,
Yeah.
screw
He
that.
comes in at the end
So
because they're in college, so he comes in
Yeah.
at the end when they're not gelling, and he like gives them the Ducks jerseys, and they're like,
One of
because a college team would just switch their jerseys to the Ducks.
Pretty sick. The coach in that movie was the worst. Well, I don't know who his name was. What his name was. Who he was.
Lars Nootbaar.
No, that guy's cool.
All right,
well, Tom,
Kenny,
thank you so
Kenny,
much.
who do you think Lars
yeah,
Nootbaar
you
is?
try your best.
play that game.
and
Who do I
Hey, no,
everyone
you did
shits on
great.
it sometimes, and it's whatever. It's whatever. I'm fine.
I
I'm fine.
hope
It's
you
cool.
guys are happy. You just ruined Tom's weekend.
Tom did great.
Tom's just gonna be sitting in the basement stewing over this.
Stewing.
Yeah.
While I
I'm just happy when I've heard of the movies.
I'm never getting those anniversaries again. They can go F themselves.
I actually like when things are negative instead of positive. So great job, Tom.
Oh, well, all right.
I do feel like we really hit our stride when somebody is hurt. Like
I couldn't agree
those
more.
are our highest rated episodes, I would say. All right. Well, Tom, thank you so much. We really appreciate everybody listening. That's pretty much it for us today. We are the CineBoiz Podcast. We are part of the Corkbats Podcast Network. Please consider subscribing to the podcast on if you look to my left, any of the three there, Google, Apple, Spotify, you can subscribe to our podcast there. Also, if you're watching on the Corkbats YouTube page, thank you so much for joining us. And then also we hope that you subscribe to the page as well to get all your fun Corkbats content. And then you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at the CineBoiz. Email address, of course, CineBoizPodcast@gmail. Did we get any emails?
Checking. No.
CineBoizPodcast@gmail.com. So check that out. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you next week.
Bye.
You'd like that.
Au revoir.
I would like that. Thank you.